Good morning and welcome to our short reflection for Good Friday. Let's begin with a prayer. Heavenly Father, in the midst of all that troubles us, give us peace. And in the midst of this celebration of a great mystery, lead us into understanding. Amen. Short reading. Two other men, both criminals, were also led out with Jesus to be executed. When they came to the place called Golgotha, the skull, there they crucified him, along with the criminals, the one on his right, the other on his left. Jesus said, "Father, forgive them, for they do not know what they are doing." Now, it's a strange designation, Good Friday, bearing in mind the horror of the crucifixion. Of course, it's called that because we believe something good happened on it, but that's not obvious at the beginning because it's a horrific place with a horrific event taking place, a place of execution. And of course, crucifixion was a terrible way to execute anyone. So here we are on the Friday. And in so many ways, the cross represents the heart of our faith. It's our symbol. And yet that's weird when you stop to think about it. And to be fair, I think most Christians throughout history have struggled to understand this mystery at the heart of our faith. And it's not easy because it can't be done in sound bites, and I can't do it this morning in a sound bite. It's a lifetime of engagement, a lifetime of wrestling with the great truth that's at the heart of this faith. So I want us just to recognise that this is a momentous time, a momentous moment, without necessarily understanding it all, just to reflect on that, because the cross challenges all our prior understandings, our presuppositions. Often we want to tame our faith, we want to tame Jesus, we want to tame God so that the faith is there for us, we're in control. But the cross shatters all our idolatry, and that can be painful. Now let's think of what was going on there. There's three big bubbles. Firstly, the bubble of the authorities, and that included the Jewish leaders and the Roman authorities too. For them, this situation of Jesus being executed, well, it was a case of job done, the threat was over, the status quo was maintained. And then the bubble that the disciples were in. Dreams ended, hopes shattered, their world turned upside down. And in the third bubble, all the pilgrims who came from all over the Roman Empire to Jerusalem, in the region of about 200,000. Plus, of course, the population of Jerusalem at the time, about 40,000. Most of these people there, they celebrated the Passover and then returned home and got on with their lives. Some of them might have known that there had been an arrest and a trial and an execution, but it would have been a case of what happened there? Oh, some guy who thought he was the Messiah. Laughter. Or some guy from Galilee. We all know what they're like. And the rest would have just got on with their business. Three bubbles. And three bubbles that stand beside this cross that proclaims an incredible message. And on Easter Sunday, these three bubbles were burst. And life has never been quite the same. This day, Good Friday, everything changed. It's just very few people realised that it had. And it's up to us in the church to try and plumb the depths of this incredible moment. The day the revolution began. The day God, in his wisdom, in his love, and in his mercy, redeemed us through Jesus, his Son. all of that is for another day. Today, we just think of the cross, and even if we can't understand it logically, let's just feel the moment and realise that in this, God was at work for us. For us. Thank you for listening. And as always, take care, stay safe, and I'll see you tomorrow.